The company being analyzed today is Aurionpro Solutions Ltd. This is a software company which provides solutions in domains like transit payments, where literally you're going on a bus, you're going on a plane, anywhere, you need to make some payments like transit payments, or in the stuff like transaction banking, which is a part of banking concerned with stuff like trade finance, providing letters of credit, providing cash management services like managing the client's collections, liquidity management, and stuff like that. So, this company has been growing very fast recently, and today we're going to analyze the company's financials, what it actually does, and its future growth plans. So, before we go directly into the financials, let us see this. Market cap of 6,154 crores. So, it's a mid cap company. The price to earnings ratio is 30.3 rupees, 30.3, sorry. Current price of one share is 1,115 rupees. The book value, what is book value? Assets minus liabilities. All right. Book value per share, 291 rupees. ROE, very important, the return on equity. Shareholders own equity in the company. So return on equity is 15.3%, which is not the best, not the worst. Decent, baby. Return on capital employed is 18.1%, which is pretty nice. So before going to the exact profit and loss, look at this. These are the sales of the companies. The blue ones, these blue blocks are the sales of the companies. The green figure is the net profit margins, and the orange one are the EBITDA margins. But look at this. If you go and see that from 2009 onwards, all the way to 2014, company is seeing stable revenue growth. The quarterly sales, these blue blocks are going up. However, then there's an era of stagnation. See, 2014 onwards, sales have gone down drastically. They're not increasing. The company is struggling. Then suddenly, look at this. This is around, I think, 2020 onwards, 2021. Yes, 2021 onwards, company has seen very consistent, strong growth in sales with the profit margins being pretty stable. Slight downward trend, but overall pretty stable, pretty high. So yeah, very consistent sales growth, recent turnover by the company or a turnaround by the company. So now let us analyze the company's financials. Here we have the profit and loss from 2014 all the way to 2025. So in 2014, the company reported sales of 649 crores. In 2020, the company reported sales of 470 crores, decline. Then 2022, 505 crores. 2023, 659 crores. Finally, in fiscal year 2025, the company reported sales of 1,173 crores, 242 crores of EBITDA, and 188 crores of profit after tax for the fiscal year 2025. In terms of percentages, you can see last 10 years only 5% sales growth, but recent years it has turned around. Last 5 years, compounded sales growth of 20%, last 3 years 32%, last 10 years profit growth only 10%, but last 5 years has been the major change, 38%. Last 3 years, 38% compounded sales growth. It's compounded. And the return on equity, it seems that on a whole, it's on a bit of a rise. So this year could be a bit down, but it seems that okay, maybe it's turning things around. And in terms of cash flows, if you take a look at the company's cash flows, take a look at cash from operating activity, all these figures are in crores. You can see 64 crores in 2014, 132 crores in 2018. Interesting. Then after the massive decline, you can see 164 crores of cash flows 2024, 157 crores of operating cash flows in 2025. So it's a cash flow positive company. That's very good. Now, what does the company do? A platform-led provider of advanced technology solutions. So, advanced technology solutions is provide solutions to businesses problems. Okay, it enables enterprises to accelerate digital innovation across banking, mobility, payments, and government sectors. So, four places are being catered to: banking, mobility, that is like transit solutions, trains, and all of that, payments, online payments, and government sectors. And you can see they have two segments. One, we have banking and fintech, then we have technology innovation group. In the first half of fiscal year 2026, banking and fintech accounted for 393 crores of revenues. With this had lending suite, transaction banking, and banking and payment services as subdivisions. We will study that. Then, technology innovations group is the second one, accounting for 43% of revenues in first half of fiscal year 2026. H1 means quarter 1 plus quarter 2 of a fiscal year combined. 301 crores of revenue. So they are pretty same in size as of now. And this technology innovations group comprises of data centers. DC is data centers. So data centers and hybrid cloud, transit solutions, and catering to smart cities. That is, I believe, the government sector one. So banking and of course technology, we have data centers here, which is a fast rising segment. All right, and a 1500 crores of an order book. Order book means the orders the company actually has from customers as of right now. So 1500 crores worth of orders. That is big. And look at this, a global provider of IP-led products. The company claims it has a lot of intellectual property-led products, its own innovative products, products born out of its own innovation. All right, so let us now continue as to what the company does. Key statistics. Now, it has said that it has a sale of software and it has a sale of equipment and product licenses. So, the sale of the software service. So, in first half of fiscal year 2026, 460 crores of revenue came from sale of software services. Then, sale of equipment plus product licenses. So, it has its own intellectual property. So, it's allowing others to use that. So, they get a license, I believe 235 crores comes from here. The software is way more than the whatever this is. Equipment plus product licenses. Revenue breakup from geography. 66% came from India. APAC region, which is I think Africa. Sorry, what is APAC? Hold up. Asia Pacific. Okay, I've forgotten what APAC is. That is bad. But APAC region, 19%. Then oh, sorry. Hold up. Yeah, India. We got APAC, then USA and Europe accounting for 13% of revenues. Yes, USA and Europe accounting for 13% of revenues. And the last is the Middle East Asia region, the MEA region. Yes. Moving on. Where else to go? Yes. Moving on. Their focus areas of the company. First, they have transaction banking, then lending suite, which comprises of stuff like risk management, end-to-end credit, etc. Then we have transit solutions, then we have platform services. Let us discuss all of these in a bit of a detail, not too detailed, but get a gist, get a bit of an understanding of what they're doing. First is transaction banking. So they're providing complete spectrum of corporate banking solutions, stuff like internet banking, managing collections from customers, trade finance, managing liquidity, managing payments, forex services, supply chain financing. All right, 5 million transactions per hour are conducted. 6,000 concurrency levels allowing increased responsiveness. Okay, I don't know what that means, but 5 million transactions per hour are being conducted, and these are the diverse services being provided. An important thing, what we can take from here is complete spectrum of corporate banking solution. So, like a one-stop solution, corporate clients can come to this company for these solutions, and they can provide a wide variety of them to the customers. Then we have the lending suite. What does the lending suite do? Comprehensive credit risk management solution. Okay, retail banks can use this. SMEs, which is small and medium enterprises, can use it. Commercial banking can be used for this. Large corporates can use this, and even financial institutions. So, diverse variety of customers from various industries. So, the total addressable market the company can have is pretty large. And it includes commercial loan origination, helping in debt recovery, financial analysis, collateral management, collateral provided for loan, retail loan origination, commercial pre-qualification, and many other services. So, large variety of clients you can have, large number from large industries, and these are the solutions they can actually provide. Moving on, let's move on. Transit solutions. Look at this. Transit payment solutions, automated gates, automated fare collections. Oh, this could be the equipment, automated gates could be an equipment that we're discussing earlier. Remember? Sale of equipment. An intelligent transport management system. They're working with three major metro city, Mumbai, Delhi, and Chennai already. Okay. Building on long-term partnerships with transit agencies and operators, banks, system integrators, and payment companies. All right. So automated fare collections. So transit companies, another set of new clients they can talk about, adding to the diverse client list. Then we have data centers. So they can provide in data centers consulting and planning services, design and engineering, and construction services. Then they have an experience in design of large data centers up to 60 megawatts and 100 years of cumulative team experience in data centers. Hybrid cloud services. So the cloud internet, okay, cloud managed services, consulting, deployment services, migration, high-end services. Ooh, data warehousing. So other thing, hybrid cloud. And last, we have treasury and capital market operations. This one is a bit interesting. So treasury and the capital markets. Capital markets are a bit different. You've got advisory solutions, all right, end-to-end experience, end-to-end service expertise in all implementation and upgrade projects for capital markets, even the treasury. And last, we have digital banking engagement. So advanced analytics for banks, okay, interactive dashboards. Dashboards is like a screen which can display all the information, like an app displaying all the relevant information, and you can interact with the data. So tailored for banks, personalized for business. All right. So they can make digital banking more engaging for the customers and also for the bank itself, for the bank employees, making digital banking more and more appealing. And finally, we have one more thing, management's words. This is a statement from the management talking about where the company could be in the next year. So remember their fiscal year 2025's revenues. So this year, the company is saying they'll probably go somewhere between 1,500 to 1,600 crores of revenues, which is a big growth from the 1,173 crores of revenue they did in fiscal year 25. So they're thinking they can go from around 1,500 to 1,600 crores of revenue in fiscal year 2026. And to the company's knowledge, they are the only listed technology organization, at least in this industry, which has done over last 5 years grown above 30%. 30% compounded growth. They feel they're the only listed company in the last 5 years which has done that. And demand drivers for the company, they're saying transaction banking transformation is a huge theme where we see, a lot of new logo wins, a lot of demand. So one big thing, maybe the biggest one, a huge thing is transaction banking. We talked about transaction banking, collections, managing collections. What else did we talk about? Yes, cross-border transactions, supply chain financing, all of that. So helping financial institutions and corporates, important thing, corporations, helping corporations like that. So think about it. What if they can help so many corporations? There's so many corporates around. Even SMEs, small and medium enterprises, they can help with finance solutions. So again, big market. So one thing is transaction banking. They're seeing a lot of new logo wins, new logos, new clients. Second is the drive for data center space is completely different. The driver for transit payments is completely different. But these are spaces which have high demand. And I think we have built over the last few years probably the most competitive set of offerings out there. So now the question is, where do you go from here? I feel the core intellectual property for us exists in most of these spaces. All right. So demand drivers, transaction banking is huge, the huge thing. You can see if you're helping them with financing, supply chain financing, managing the liquidity, so many companies can come under that definition, right? And this year, 1,500 to 1,600 crores revenues. That is it. Aurionpro Solutions Limited. This is a company which has been growing pretty fast for the last few years, and different demand drivers, growth drivers, cash flow positive. That is it. Bye.